guys, today I have another video for you, and I haven't done one of these in about a year now, and this is a video on products that I regret purchasing that aren't worth the hype or just plain crap products. Now the reason why I haven't done one of these in a long time is because I normally do reviews when I do my empties videos. Normally I use up all my products until they're finished, and then I let you know if I like them or if I don't like them. So all of these products that I'm showing you, I have actually tried them lots of times. I haven't just tried them once or twice. I tried them quite a few times so that I can see if I like them and if I didn't like them, and then I can give you a proper review on them. So this is just my own opinion. These are just products that didn't work for myself. If there are any products in this video that you really did like and they work for you, then I'm really happy that they work for someone and a really big thumbs up. But this is just my opinion and they just didn't work for me. So the first product that I have is a product that I was really excited about when I first saw it in the store, and I had to go and pick it up. And this is the Rimmel Wake Me Up Shimmer Touch Blush, and this is what it looks like. I have this in the shade 002 Radiant Rose, and when I saw this I was like, this is going to be great because I love the Rimmel Wake Me Up foundation. That's a great foundation that I use, and I saw this and I was like, I really want to try this, and I was really excited about trying it out. I was really disappointed when I put it on. I'll just show you a swatch just so you can see what it looks like. So this is what it looks like when you first put it on. So it's a really gorgeous pinky shimmery shade and it looks really highly pigmented. But the problem that I had is when I decide to blend it into my skin. If you look, you start to blend it in and it still looks pretty pink, and then when you blend it all the way in to give you a really nice colour, you just can't really see anything on there. So this isn't even a little bit of the product, it's quite a lot of product and you can't really see much on here. I have used it when I have porcelain skin, which I normally have in winter and autumn, and then I've also used it when I have tan skin in the spring and summer, and I really just didn't like it. It didn't work for me and I was really disappointed with it. My sister did actually get the shade lighter than me, and my sister is normally porcelain skin, and she tried that on and it just didn't really work for her. I did also try it as a highlighter because it does have some shimmer in it, and I have to say that I wasn't impressed with it being a highlighter. It doesn't blend out very easily and there's just not really any colour or much shimmer to it once you blend it in, so I don't recommend this, and I really just don't like it and I don't know what I would use it for. The next product that I have is the MUA Cover and Conceal Concealer. Now I do like a lot of MUA stuff, I do have quite a lot of it, and I decided to try this out because I did need a new concealer and I didn't want to spend the amount on a new MAC Pro Longwear concealer. So I saw this and it was about £2 or £3 and I decided to pick it up. If you have a Superdrug near you that has MUA in it, you know that you can't try out this concealer and you can't try out how well it conceals or the shade. So I did get the shade Fair, and this actually matches me really well when I'm porcelain. This is pretty much the perfect shade. It's not orangey, it just pretty much matches me perfectly. So on here it says that it covers up imperfections for a smooth, flawless finish. I have to say this doesn't do any of that. I'll just show you a swatch. So as you can see on here, it's very light, so it matches when I'm porcelain, and it looks quite thick as well when you see it on there. It doesn't look like a thin concealer, but then when you decide to blend it out, that's when the problems occur. So as you can see, it hasn't really even changed the colour of my arm, so you know that it hasn't covered up a lot. Now this I was really disappointed with because it doesn't cover up redness, it doesn't cover up blemishes, doesn't cover up freckles, not like I want it to cover up freckles anyway, but it just doesn't cover up anything, even redness around the nose or dark circles. This isn't really a concealer, it doesn't conceal anything, and I just think it's complete crap. My little sister did actually try this out as well and she didn't like it, but my older sister does have the stick concealer from MUA and she says that that's amazing and it covers up everything. So if you guys want to get a concealer from MUA, I think that you should probably try out the stick concealer because this just didn't work. It's not very good, and I think the only person that this is going to look good on is if you have perfect skin. The next product that I have is the Maybelline Master Duo eyeliner, and this is what it looks like. So if you're unsure of what this is just a liquid eyeliner, and it's meant to have a brush where you can create two different types of flicks on your eyes, so you can have a thin line and you can also have a thick line. This side is the thick end and then this side is the thin end, and I just did not like this. I thought that it wasn't very pigmented. I didn't think that it glided on as well. The colour wasn't as strong as I'd like it. If you put it onto your eyes, you get one end where it has a lot of colour on it, and then you get the other end where it has pretty much nothing on it, and you can't really get a consistent line either. It just doesn't stay the same thickness, and I'll show you what I mean. So I'm going to create a thick line So I'm going to go down there and then I'm going to create a thin line. So on here I have a thick and also a thin line, so you can see that the thickness isn't the same throughout all of it, and also the pigmentation isn't the same throughout all of it as well. It does start off really nice and thick and pigmented, and it goes all the way down the bottom, and then it just goes a little bit horrible and you can't really see it. Another thing that I don't like about this liquid liner is that you can't create any flicks or anything like that. The end of it, even the thin line, is too thick to be able to create the flicks, and it just doesn't really look that good having really thick lines at the end of your eyes. I just don't really like the look of it, and also it smudges quite a lot as well, and it's not waterproof and it doesn't stay on all day as well, which I don't like. So I don't recommend this one. If you do want to get just a normal liquid liner, I reckon that you just purchase a normal one for about £1 or £2, because it's going to work a lot better than this one. Also, the consistency of it is just a little bit strange. It's not thick and it's not too thin, it's just almost too thin, if you know what I mean. It hasn't dried up. I have used this from last year and this hasn't dried up at all, which is pretty good, but I just don't really like this. I have been using my felt liners all the time now, and I do love my felt liners, and I don't think I'd ever go back to a gel or a liquid liner again. The next product that I have is a product that I've seen so many blog posts and videos about this, comparing it to the Urban Decay electric palette, and they were saying that it was pretty much identical to it, so I decided to go ahead and pick this up. And this is the Technic Electric Beauty palette, and as you can see it has some very bright electric shades. Now I haven't purchased the Urban Decay electric palette because I don't really want to spend £40 on an eyeshadow palette that I'm not going to use every single day. So as you can see in here, you get 12 different shades and they're all electric shades, and I thought that this was going to be really highly pigmented because as you can see they're all shimmer shades as well, and normally with shimmer shades they're more pigmented than the matte shades. So I'm just going to do a couple of swatches for you of some of these shades. So I've just got these 3 shades, and as you can see they look really nice and vibrant on here. The problem occurs when you try and do swatches and also when you try to blend them into your eyes. So as you can see they're not very pigmented. You can see that they're a little bit sheer and just not that good, but then when you decide to blend them in, that's when you get the really big problems. They don't blend very well, the colour pretty much just goes, and you can't even notice that you've got any colour on there. It just looks like shimmer. I did try out a makeup look from Casey Holmes when she used her electric palette, and I decided to use this palette instead, and when I decided to blend it in, it just didn't look very good. You couldn't really see many colours, it just sort of meshed all into one colour, and it just gave a really horrible dingy sort of greeny shade, and then there was a lot of shimmer to it. There is a lot of fallout. It's not very pigmented, it doesn't blend very well at all, and I just don't really recommend this. I did actually use this in my Halloween makeup tutorial of the Cheshire Cat because this isn't as vibrant, and as you would see on that video, I'll link it down below for you if you haven't seen it. As you can see on that video, I did have to use about 8 layers of the shades, and they still didn't look pigmented or anything. They still look really, really sheer, which I didn't like. So I'm not going to be using any of the shades in here because I really just don't like it, and I think it would probably be good if you wanted to do some Halloween makeup tutorials and you just wanted to use some different shades and you didn't want the colour to be really vibrant. It's not even good to do 80s colours on your eyes because they're not vibrant and they're not electric and you can't really see it, so it's just not very good for that. I know this is only £2 and I was still quite disappointed because I know that Makeup Revolution have a dupe for the electric palette and that's only £4 and that's meant to be really good, and the fact that I spent £2 on this and I've used it twice and I just don't like it is just ridiculous to me, so I don't recommend that you try this out at all. The next products that I'm going to show you, I have actually already done a video on these, so I'll link it down below for you so you can check that out. And these are the MUA Matte Lipsticks. This is the full collection. I didn't really like this as a collection. As you can see, the shades look really nice and vibrant and they just look like amazing shades, but the thing is, they don't show up as well as they show in the container. As you can see on this one, it looks like it's going to be a really gorgeous purpley red shade, and it's going to be really nice and dark and really thick, and this one is the shade Wild Berry. So even in the tube it looks like it's going to be really nice and vibrant. The problem is when you swatch it and when you use it, as you can see on there, it's pretty much just like a red shade with no pigmentation or anything like this. These don't glide on very well on your lips. It pretty much just feels like that you're rubbing crayons on them as well, and also the smell just smells like, it pretty much just smells like wax crayons, and they don't glide on very well, and the pigmentation isn't that incredible or anything like that. I have tried so many different matte lipsticks from loads of different brands, so I've tried ones that range from £1 to £20, and never in my life have I had any other lipsticks that are matte that have come out like this and been like crayons. I just don't think that they're worth the money. They didn't sound very well at all. I did put these on my lips and they dried them out like crazy, and normally with matte lipsticks they can dry out your lips a little bit, but these just dried out like crazy and they didn't blend very well. I tried to go in with my finger and just rub it in so it looks a little bit more better, and it just didn't really work, and it just sticks really badly to your dry patches. The only shade that I do actually like from this brand is the Scarlet Siren shade. And this is a vibrant red shade because this has incredible pigmentation, it has incredible colour, and it looks exactly the same as it does in the tube as well, which I think is really nice, so I'll swatch that for you. So that's what this one looks like. So it's really nice and vibrant, and it pretty much looks identical, if not a slightly different to what it does in the tube. And I like this shade. This is the only one that I actually like, and I don't ever reach for these lipsticks, even in the winter, even in the summer. I don't reach for these. It's not that I don't actually like Makeup Revolution, because I love Makeup Revolution and I have so many lipsticks from them. The normal lipsticks are incredible. The pigmentation is amazing. They smell quite nice as well, and they do last a very long time, and they also moisturise your lips. So it's not like I hate MUA lipsticks. I just don't think that these are even worth £1. They're just not that good on me. The last product that I have is actually a hair product, and this is the L'Oreal Paris Studio Express Refresh Invisible Dry Shampoo, which is a very, very long name, so try saying that very quickly. It just doesn't work. So I purchased this because I'd actually run out of my Batiste dry shampoo that I normally have, and they didn't have the dark one which I normally get, and the normal ones, they tend to leave a bit of white residue in my hair, and it just makes my hair look like it's white at the roots. So I decided to pick this one up because it says it's instant clean, no residue, 24-hour style refresher, and it's a body builder, and it's invisible. So what I have to say is, L'Oreal Paris Studio, you are telling me porkies, because this is not invisible, and it does absolutely nothing that you promised on here. It doesn't work, and it's really, really crap, and you shouldn't even call it a dry shampoo because it doesn't even shampoo your friggin' hair. And it says on here that it's instant clean. My hair didn't really feel much cleaner, so it's got no residue. It made my hair white. Now, with normal dry shampoos I have a little bit of residue, it's not a lot. This one turned my whole hair white. It didn't decide that it was going to brush in, it didn't decide that it was going to go into my hair with me using my fingers. I could not get this to look invisible. I could not get this to not look white in my hair. It was absolutely ridiculous, and it doesn't give you 24-hour style. I literally felt like that about half an hour after I put it in my hair that I needed to redo it, and I just really didn't like this at all. It just does not work, and it has a bit of a strange smell as well, I've noticed. It smells, it's meant to be florally, I think, but it just smells very chemically, and I just don't really like this. I tried this on 3-day hair and it just didn't really want to cooperate very well, so I definitely don't recommend that if you try and find a dry shampoo, don't purchase this one. Go for the Batiste dry shampoos. From now on, I am always purchasing the Batiste dry shampoos because those are absolutely amazing. Even the normal ones on dry hair aren't too bad. They don't make your hair look that white or anything like that. It just has a little hint of white. But definitely don't buy this one, and purchase the Batiste one if you want really nice dry shampoo in your hair. So these are all the products that I regret buying. Now, all of these didn't work for myself, but if they did work for you, then a big thumbs up, and I'm so excited that they work for someone, but they just didn't work for me. So if there are any products that you really didn't like that you've tried out, comment down below to let me know, and I'll make sure that I don't try those out. And make sure that you give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel, and I will see you in my next video, guys. Bye!